All right, people, how you doing? It's a nice sunny day with some fluffy white clouds. I've headed up to Dartmoor and I've come to a place called Peter Tavy. I've come to this place because there's a brook that runs through it called Collie Brook. I'll put a picture up here of where to park and where to walk. It's nice because it's not a long walk, but it's a lovely little brook. I just wanted to get onto the river or get onto a brook and get some long exposures because, as you know, that's the kind of stuff I like. And I just love being on Dartmoor anyway. Yeah, and the good thing is, it's literally where I've parked the car, it's probably only about 200 metres to where the brook is. And then the brook is probably, I don't know, half a mile long, something like that, so you can walk along. But the bit I'm heading for is there's a nice little bridge, there's a rickety over bridge that goes over the brook. And I just thought, yeah. I don't know if you've seen it yet, I don't even know if I've published it, but I did make a video. I was grumpy as, I just haven't had chat, I just haven't been feeling it lately, and yeah, I made a video up at the day mark, and like I said, I don't even know if I've posted it. I probably got back, looked at it and thought, God, you look so depressed. But yeah, so to cheer myself up, I've got no reason to be grumpy at all. Probably because there's British weather, all it's done is rain. So to cheer myself up, I've headed for some mossy rocks and some white water and get the ND filters out. So yeah, let's go and have a look. Cool, hang tight. Grab a coffee, grab a cup of tea. As always, if it's after 1 o'clock, rum and coke or some white wine or beer. And to cheer my grumpy old ass up a little bit more, flask of tea, some donuts. Yay! I'll be enjoying these beauties when I get back. Cool, let's go. Well, what do you reckon, people? It's not a bad looking spot, is it? So if you're in the area, well worth a visit. I'm gonna find myself a composition. It's not, normally I like to have leaf on the trees to stop any light falling through, but this might be good because there's no leaf on the trees. I'll be able to see the bridge from downstream or down brook. So yeah, let's find a composition. The main problem I've got at the minute, I've just been walking around having a look at compositions. The best compositions I can find are looking from this side of the river over, but up there I've got the sun peeking through. I don't really want the sun in the top right hand corner of my shot. So yeah, I'm just going to continue to walk about and see if I can find a composition, to be honest. Probably don't even worry me if I do find a composition, it's just a lush spot. So, mind you though, it's been raining heavily, so the floor is sodden. Just a minute ago, I was worried about the sun coming through the clouds. Now it's raining. What is it with the UK? Unreal. Right, I think, I'm not sure. I think I like this scene behind me. Been walking up and down having a look. The only thing that bothers me a little bit, or it doesn't, is I've got this massive great boulder in the middle. But I like what's either side of it. I like the little fall up the top there, then it comes down, and then it leads round the rock, and then into these bigger falls. And luckily I've got like a 14mm lens, so I can probably get all this in. And I said about the big rock in the middle, or the boulder, which I don't really like, but I like the way the water cascades around it. Like with these shots, like I've said before, long exposure shots. So as long as you've got something to anchor the viewer's attention to, unfortunately this might be smack bang in the middle of the scene, which everyone says you shouldn't do, but
If I find it visually pleasing, I'll do it. What I may like, you may not like. What you like, I may not like. You know, that's the way the cookie crumbles, and there's no way I'm picking that boulder up. So somewhere around here, little falls at the top. I may break them in two. I may go up and shoot that in a minute. And shoot this one separate, but saying that, now I've got my camera out. I don't know if I'm happy with the composition. I don't know if it's too messy. There's too much white water here, maybe. Don't think I can see myself a composition anywhere. It's almost like there's too much going on. Gutted. I've walked my ass down here, so I'm going to take the shot. That there's just a quick handheld shot of what I'm kind of going for. I'll put him up on the screen here. In all fairness, it's crap. But big boulder in the middle there, look. The water to the left of it, I like the way that's falling off. It's black, and then the way it falls off. Then there's a bit more going on the right. There's no leading lines or anything like that, but I'm going to go for that kind of shot with a bit of a long exposure to smooth that water out to the left of the rock. That's my plan. Crap shot, but I'm here. What I do with these shots sometimes, before I get any of my filters out, is I will get a polarizer out, put him on, and just give him a turn and see if it'll do anything to the shot. Then I know if I need a polarizer or not. And a yes, baby, that's doing lows. So now I know that I need a polarizer. I can use a DARK CPL, which is an ND filter with a built-in polarizer. That way I only need one filter. How cool's that? 2-second timer. 4 seconds. That might be quite nice. Well, that certainly made a difference to the shot, innit? Well, after all that, the shot didn't turn out too bad. I love the way the water cascades around the big boulder in the middle. And there was me moaning about the sun. Well, it's nice because it's casting shadows all over the big boulder in the middle, which puts a bit of depth to it. Settings were 5 seconds, f11, ISO 100, focused on the main boulder with my MAVEN 6-stop ND Dark CPL, which is a polarizing filter and an ND filter built into one. And I know it's 6-stop because it's purple. Cool. And I know it's a polarizer. It's got a bit of blue on it. Here's a shot. I'm just walking up the brook a bit. I know what you're probably all thinking. Why isn't he taking a shot by the bridge yet? Well, that's on my way back. And the reason I'm hanging off on that is when the composition that I wanted of the bridge, the sun was in the top right hand corner spoiling the shot. So I'm just waiting for the sun to come round a bit. And hopefully I'll have a better shot. I mean, don't get me wrong. Oh, that's dark, isn't it? Don't get me wrong. It's not going to be the best shot in the world. It's I don't know, there was me saying I want this, it's cool because there's no leaf on the trees, so I can see the bridge, but it's a bit sparse with no leaf on the trees, I suppose. But so that's why I haven't taken a picture of that yet. But like I say, I'm just walking up the brook, see if I can find someone else, and then if I don't get nothing here, I'm going to make my way back to the bridge. Cool. You finished your brew yet? Or your wine or your beer? It's a difficult one, trying to find a happy medium. You hear all that rushing water and you think, yes, there's going to be a shot there. The problem is, if it's just too much of a mess, it's not a pleasing shot to look at, is it? Now this, I think I quite like. I was saying earlier on about it sometimes being too busy. This is busy, but what do you think? It's really busy, but it's tidy, if that makes sense. It's almost like a nice wall. I've got this nice drop off of water, and because I've got a nice wide angle lens, I can kind of get in there and have it all, so to speak. You know, I've got a nice run off of white down there, all this falling down, and I like it because it kind of goes off into nothing, blackness. So somewhere around there, I think there's a shot. I'm not even going to edit that shot. It's going to be something like that. Yeah, definitely like it with a polarizer. Problem is, there's so much white water in the shot, the camera thinks it's quite bright, so we just need to tell the camera what to do. 13 seconds at f11. See how quick that was then with the polarizer, just with a dark ND CPL. Polarizer in one, just look at that. Oh, that's just something else. Love that. Right, I'm shooting in AV mode. I've just compensated up a little bit, one stop, because obviously the white water. Put my 6-stop dark ND CPL. 13 seconds, f11, ISO 100. Looks like this. And it's scary what just a little piece of glass can do to a shot. I wouldn't enjoy photography if I didn't have these things, I don't think. I know I'm always banging on about my MAVEN filters, but I've been using filters for like, in fact I've just done a write-up on MAVEN filters actually. I've been using filters for like 24 years. We're taking pictures for 24 years. And I just love them. So that's why I'm always banging me guns about them. Anyway, I'm going to make my way down to the bridge. All right, people, I'm heading back down the brook now to the bridge. So I've been here probably, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Ooh, a bright light. There's plenty more brook up. Where that bridge is, I've literally, well, yeah, where that bridge is, I've probably only walked 100 metres. Loads more up there to go and look at. So if you ever do get here, people, let us know. Shoot a vid or shoot a picture and let me know what's up there. Gorgeous. In fact, in my tree days, when I was trimming power lines, I surveyed this power line above my head. Don't know if you can see it there. Power line flies all the way up there, look. I had to walk all this, find out what it needed trimming, and get the boys in to trim it. And that's how I discovered this place was here. Of course, I had my camera in my van. James Popsy, found you some friends. Popsy's coming for you. And if they don't like bridges, then look. So not going to go across. No, they don't. Don't want to go across the bridge. Look. Hello. I'll tell you what, the penny's just dropped. I think I've done a video from here before. I'm sure I have, but it would have been a couple years ago, I reckon. Because I remember taking a shot looking up here. So I'm not going to take that shot again. Yeah, sure I have. Anyway, I'm going to see if I can get a shot down there somewhere with a bridge in the far ground or something like that. I was hoping that sun would have come round a bit more, but... Right, it's not great. So I've got this horrible ball of sun coming down here, but luckily a lot of that lot's in shade. But that's kind of, yeah, that's where I'm shooting from, look. I'm going for the bridge in the top left-hand part of the frame, and then the water comes down, and then I've got the nice run-off down here. So it's like that, but a bit more snug. I really, really need to get myself a sunshade. What do you call it? You know what I mean? Right. That's the shot with no filters. Yeah, right. Chuck a filter on, see what we can do. 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hopefully my hand didn't go in the shot. Ain't gonna lie, I was expecting something a bit better than that. Going a bit tighter maybe. Yeah, I might be able to do something with that. let's walk back to the car and get a donut and a brew.
Bit happier now. That's about it. I don't know if any of those shots were amazing, but it was just great to be out and be on the river or a brook taking some pictures. It's time for donuts and me tea. Am I always banging on about MAVEN filters? Yeah, because I love them. I think they're absolutely brilliant. Especially today, the filter I used the most was the ND Dark CPL, the mixture of the CPL circular polarizing filter and the ND filter. See how quick they are to use together? Absolutely brilliant. No color cast. I've got the 3 stop, 6 stop and 10 stop, all with the built-in polarizers. Yeah, they're called ND CPLs, dark ND CPLs. Absolutely brilliant. Work exactly like a polarizer, but the ND's just built in. So if you want any information about them or any specific video on that filter, give me a shout, but you can see how easy they are to use. As always, there's an affiliate link down below for MAVEN Filters, because I'm not sponsored or anything, bar or anything like that, but because I use their filters and I like using them and I love their products. I think they're absolutely brilliant. You know, I've been taking pictures now for over 24 years and I've used a lot of filters and I absolutely love the MAVENs. So check them out. Well worth buying. Go through the affiliate link there. Go on. This is going out on a Friday. Cheers for watching. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. See you next week. Cool. Cheers. Bye.